This didn't go according to plan, but still, I'm actually enjoying myself. The New River Coal Company store for the town of Scarbro. I didn't do a video on the inside, but I done a little bit of photography work on the bottom floor, but I didn't go upstairs because they got all his equipment up there. Apparently it's a company. I said ask him the name of the company. He does draperies and curtains in there. Makes a good YouTube video anyways. Then my friend I'm with is going to be wondering what happened to me. Had to drop me off here at the roller crossing over here, so I could walk and do a video along the White Oak Railroad, right away to White Oak Railroad. That wasn't planned. That was kind of spur of the moment. I get out of the car and had the friend of mine with pull over at the Whipple company store, which is less than a mile from here, to find out that the Scarbro company store is open. Well, it's now a company that makes draperies and curtains. The guy says it's been there 50 years, almost 60 years. So it's been there over 50 years, but not quite 60. He don't look like old enough to be running it that long. So I'm guessing probably his dad started it. I'm guessing he's in his early 50s at least. Whereas the company's been there 50 years. Somebody else must have started it. Well, I may be going back there and getting some special orders if I get some of these historic structures I'm trying to restore. Low. The White Oak Railroad. There's a main line trying to film. Point out something. It's between Thurman and Whipple here. This is a stretch of the White Oak Railroad. Justice Collins was outside the Whipple Company store will be the end of the video. I'll end the video in front of the Whipple Company store. Start the video at the Scarbro Company store, end at the Whipple Company store. So how close Scarbro and Whipple are together. But the railroad right away here. Justice Collins, what I'm trying to say, I got a little tongue tangled there. Justice Collins actually apparently paid Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad Company gold, actually solid gold, in gold, to get them to rebuild the line, because apparently there was something going off a strike or something. They did not want to build that, so he ended up getting built as far as the Whipple Company store and the Whipple mine. Anyways, as far as the Whipple mine, they got it built, and then after that, another company, another guy's name I can't remember. I had in the future video. I said I put that walking tour brochure in my pocket because the Mount Hope history thing. This technical will tie in with the Mount Hope history. A lot of this here, it actually ties in with Mount Hope, because the White Oak Railway was built here in the 1890s through here. Of course, it didn't reach Mount Hope until 1905, but by 1889, the Glens and Canal Railroad reached Mount Hope. But Justice Collins would have the New River Coal, when he started the New River Coal Company. Whipple Company store, Whipple was the first town, one of the first towns he ever had. I think Whipple was the first mining town he had. Then I think he got Scarbro after that. And after Scarbro, he started getting more towns. Okay. Low. Oh. Okay, that wasn't a snake that time. I know the main office of the New River Coal Company was actually put in Mount Hope. They actually put the main office of the New River Coal Company in Mount Hope. So, but yet the New River Coal Company started here, Whipple, and then Scarbro, and I don't know what order the towns were. At some point, of course, it's funny because the Whipple mine, even though the Whipple mine was the first mine to open up in bad Justice Collins, who founded the New River Coal Company, Mount Hope got to be number one when it comes to company script. I guess because the main office was in Mount Hope, that's why Mount Hope was number one. But here's the power substation here. Most of that's brand new. Well, I say most of it. The two buildings have been over 100 years old. There's actually a powerhouse there, which is a mini power plant for the towns of Scarbro and Whipple. These buildings actually supplied the electricity for Scarbro, Whipple, and I think, well, no, Carlisle and Oakwood had their own towns, old powerhouses. You wouldn't think those tiny buildings were power much, but they only powered the coal cabs in the mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 9 railroad ties I've seen so far that's still left. 8 at the crossing and 1 like a few hundred feet back where I started the video. But it's cool that this is actually not the main power substation. Apparently the main one to tie into is on the other side of the mountain, that's closer to the packs. When I said Scarbro, I thought they meant this Scarbro, but apparently that huge thing that I've done a video on that I've already uploaded around packs is Scarbro. It's that, but if I walk across the mountain, I'd be there. In fact, that road that goes past the company store, past the Scarbro company store, takes it in there. It takes it where you come out by what's a lake. If you follow it, then you got like 2 or 3 miles from what's a lake to where that is. But I'm coming up to the railroad crossing where the 2 tracks split up. There was a railroad track sand pit when I was a kid here. It was funny because the 2 lines split up. This one was still being used some. That one over there was not. But that one over there's the one that went to the Whipple mine, which I'm going to go on. I just got to take the 4-wheel trail kind of goes, but apparently went where that tree is now. It's funny because I bet the railroad ties are still under that tree because some kids, the house had a little sandbox for the kids, which looked very weird, I have to say, because it was between the steel rails of the track. They put the sand pit on the railroad track because there was no trains. In fact, there's a railroad tie there. In fact, the railroad line came through here. I'll give you the Whipple store here in a minute. But I know people want me to do a lot more Mount Hope history. I got to do some places around Mount Hope. But wouldn't the Justice Cause and New River Coal Company, there wouldn't be much in Mount Hope. Mount Hope would have, all of it would have survived to start out in the 1850s as a little frontier town. And then all the mines opened up here. Opened up when Justice Collins put the main office for the New River Coal Company in Mount Hope. Then the main office of the White Oak Smokers Coal Company was there. Of course, the McHale Coal Company, its main office was in Glenzine back here. I have to do a video of that one these days too. Okay, I think, that's those power lines. These lines have been here forever. Well, I can't say forever. I don't know what year they built, but they've been here as long as I can remember. I do remember coming from here occasionally as a kid. Years ago I was down this way with my cousin and my uncle. Very rarely I come with my mom and stepdad. Mainly because I never want to do anything. That goes behind the house there, but I can't keep going here. I wish I could. But the house is gone. The train trestle is gone. It's no longer there. It was moved in the 70s after a coal truck got stuck in there. And yes, the driver was killed. Sadly, the driver did not survive and the truck was totaled. They had to cut down the train trestle to get him out. Of course, but then the train line had been abandoned for a good 15 years. It happened in 1970. And the line was abandoned in the mid-50s. So they just never rebuilt it. However, that line was still used in the other line that goes across the road and goes up. There was used in the early 90s, I think. But that's the Whipple Company store. I need to find out what's going on there. Maybe I'll get lucky and get it the tax sale, because the tax is not being paid. I'll probably opt for that instead of building in Mount Hope. I need to find out what's going on there, I really do. The lightning right on the roof. This is why I end the video and go on no kill. I can't follow the right way because most of it past this point is way too grown up to walk. Except for a little patch that Joy and Suck used to keep cleared. Even though the new owner is not taking care of the property, at least it's at least it's a little tiny stretch that they did take care of. It's not got to the point where I can't walk it yet.